Good morning, Bulldogs. I'm Richard Liu.
And I'm Julia Vanderkolk.
And welcome to BNN News Show.
This week we'll be showing you more on crosswalks,
Class officer elections,
class ranks,
chess club,
mill race marathon medals,
coaches versus cancer football game,
environmental club, The City of Columbus has installed new crosswalks around BCSC schools. See more about the RRFB installments.
On Home Avenue, there are 2 new RRFB devices, also known as crossing signs. BNN sat down with automotive teacher Mr. Sidham to find out more.
Well, I mean, the biggest deal about the signs is that now we have flashing lights. Before, I would go out and step out in front of traffic with a little bitty sign that had some little bitty LEDs on it. Now we've got a big sign that's got major flashing lights so that people could see. We've always had a crosswalk for students to walk across, but unfortunately, people, if they're not totally paying attention, there'll be students getting ready to cross, and at this point, for their safety, we want to make sure that everybody sees that, hey, there's a student getting ready to cross. And now with these new signs that we've got set up, we've got flashing lights both ways. Motorists will definitely see those better than the sign that I carry. You know, I don't even remember how long I've done this. I've done it so many years. Initially, I was supposed to just stand on the corner and not really supposed to stop traffic. There was a couple instances where students were almost hit, so I decided that from then on I would step out and stop the traffic, even with myself with a sign in my hand, with flashing lights on it, with a reflective jacket. I've had people not stop and just go right on by and be within a foot of where I was standing. So I always tell the students that, okay, stay behind me, and I never stand and actually get in front of a car until I actually see the car beginning to stop. You know, people could be distracted by either a phone or who knows whatever else. And so whoever you are getting ready to cross the street, you have to make sure that they're actually in the process of, they see you, they're stopping, and then at that point, yeah, you can cross the street. It's a welcome relief having another safety built in for the students and adults, because there's adults across the street as well there. And so for anybody that's crossing the street, it's just nice to be able to have the nice big flashing lights, to have the official crosswalk now, and which we never had in the past.
RRFB signals are activated by a push button. Drivers are legally obligated to yield to a pedestrian at a crosswalk. This is Kobe Gray reporting for BNN.
Class officer elections are underway. See more about 2 of the candidates. You may have heard all about this year's presidential election, but have you thought about student elections? At Columbus North, this year's races are on. BNN spoke to senior vice president opponents Nick Beals and Darby Coles about the election and what it means to them.
I'm running for senior class vice president because I want to take on the responsibility of being a leader for our class, and I think it'd be fun to represent our senior class in this way.
Well, I'm running for vice president of senior class because, I really wanted to do something, a part of the school and stuff like that, and it looks good on college applications too, to list that part of my life, I guess, and just something fun to do, with friends and stuff, so it'd be nice.
I think elections are important because it gives you the opportunity to choose who you want representing your class.
Student elections are important because, I think students should have like a higher, I guess, like calling some sort, to do something more with the school, I guess, instead of just going to school and trying to get good grades and stuff like that. There should be something more, and student elections and stuff help with that and give people more motivation to do things. So I think it's a good thing.
I think people should vote for me over Nick because I think I've had more experience with student assembly events, and I think I know like more what to do in certain situations. So I think that would be a good representation.
People should vote for me instead of Darby because, well, I think personally that Darby doesn't have the stuff to do what I can do at VP, which is I can do a lot. I won't tell you what, but when I get voted in, I'll make a lot of changes at the school. So, yeah.
You can vote on North's website going to the CNHS 2016 to 2017 Class Officer Election tab, either on your phone or on a computer. This is Richard Liu reporting from BNN.
This week, Herf Jones sold class rings at North. See more about the sales. The freshmen ordered class rings during their lunch period this week. BNN talked to freshman Riley Eater about her order.
I ordered a class ring because I want to remember my time here at North even better than I would without one. My ring will include a blue stone, of course, for here at North, and it's going to include volleyball and basketball because that's what I do here for North as a team, and that's what I like to participate in after school.
This is Julia Vanderkolk reporting for BNN.
Interested in chess? See more about our chess club.
Chess Club has started, and BNN sat down with two of the members to get their thoughts. We talked to third-year player Nagan Gall to get his views on Chess Club.
My favorite part of chess is probably getting together with all my friends that do play chess and learning from each other probably. Chess Club has taught me to get better as a player, I guess. So since everyone plays, you get to learn a lot of new strategies and stuff. I feel like I've gotten better. I mean, Mr. Spock runs the chess club. I've played him. He's taught me a lot of stuff, and there are a lot of other good players, better players, that taught me as well. Well, I joined the chess club because I've always played chess. I mean, it's just been like a hobby for me, and since I found out there was one at North, why not?
We sat down with first-year member Ben Morton to see what he thinks.
I joined chess club because I've always enjoyed chess, and I was like, man, my old school didn't have chess club because the teacher retired, and then I moved here and I'm like, I wonder if they have a chess club. Probably my favorite part about chess club is how you can save your games between days, and so if you don't finish, you don't have to scrap it, you can come back to a game that you worked really hard on. Chess club has taught me some people skills with being able to communicate correctly, what you're going to do, and then not getting mad whenever you lose or lose your queen, which really sucks.
Columbus North's Chess Club meets every Thursday at 7:15 in room 2309. They are open to experienced or new players. To join, attend a meeting, or talk to the club sponsor, Mr. Spock. For more information, check out the CNHS club page or stay tuned to BNN for more coverage. This is Keith Wilson reporting for BNN.
The C4 engineering class made the medals for the 2016 Mill Race Marathon. Here's more about the project.
When approached by the board for the Columbus Marathon the year prior, the C4's engineering department took on the task of making the medals for the annual Mill Race Marathon. After the teacher who started the project left, seniors Rob Sager, Cameron Corbin, and Ari Franco decided to commission themselves on the project. BNN spoke with Rob Sager about why he chose to do the project.
I chose to do these medals because Mr. Magel presented this project to me last year, and with him leaving, I chose to do this just to make him proud, because he taught me all the way from my first year to my third year, and I just had a great respect for him and I wanted to see it out.
BNN also spoke to Ari Franco regarding her experience making the medals.
So the idea first came up in our sim class, and when we got presented with the project, it was kind of like a whole class thing, but obviously we weren't going to get them done in at the end of the last school year. And when Robin, Cam, and I were talking about it and how this could potentially be our senior project, it seemed really interesting because it was different. I knew that I was going to be impacting the community in a good way, and it's really neat to know that you're working with such, I guess, big board members and stuff, and then how they're running such a big event, and you're kind of having somewhat of communication with them and all of that.
Due to the excessive workload, the seniors recruited the help of first period EDD class taught by Mrs. Olmsted. The class invested their time into the medals in order to get them completed in time for the Mill Race Marathon on September 24th. BNN spoke to Mrs. Olmsted regarding the seniors' work ethics on the project.
Rob Seeger and Cam Corbin were the original two. They spent probably, I could say, 100+ hours over the summer working on the machining. Ari Franco has come in since then. She's doing a really, really great job with the painting and getting the lanyards tied on and the quality inspection. So I think the three of them complement each other really well. I think this is a really great project. It's brought a lot of C4 together. It's getting the engineering students to work with the machining students to work with the family and consumer science students. And so even though it's a project where we're working for a group that needs this in our local community, I think it's a really great scholastic project as well.
Upon completion of these medals, the C4 department at Columbus North will receive much appreciation throughout our community during the Mill Race Marathon, increasing awareness of the program. This is Mark Alamano reporting for BNN.
The Coaches vs. Cancer football game was last Friday. See more about North's win.
Last Friday was the Coaches vs. Cancer game where North played against Franklin Central. North came out on top 40-0. We interviewed varsity cheerleader Alexis Martinez about her experience with the game.
Before we went in to cheer for the game, we talked about why we were doing it and what it was for, and we also kind of talked to each other about how the event affected us, like before we went into it, like talking about our own experiences with breast cancer and things like that. We talked about that as a team. So for the game, we ended up using pink poms instead of blue poms, and we also wore pink bows and had a breast cancer sticker on our left cheek, and it was cool getting to use different colors. It was a good change.
This is Ben Dickerson reporting for BNN.
Interested in how North students are helping the environment? Here's more about the Environmental Club.
Environmental Club started their first weekly meeting this September. BNN sat down with the creator to find out more.
Last year in history class, Mr. Hellenberg told us that our school doesn't recycle, and I honestly thought that was kind of lame. So I wanted to start Environmental Club initially to start recycling, but then I realized that there are a lot of other things we could also do at school, like switching the kind of paper we use to recycled paper and not just recycling paper, because nothing's going to happen if everybody recycles paper but nobody uses recycled paper. And other things like that.
What made me want to join the Environmental Club? A lot of the president, my friend Vamshi, he started the club, so he was like, well, you should join this club, and he was trying to recruit new members, so I just thought, hey, it seems fun, and I love the environment, so I thought it would be a fun club, and a lot of my friends are in it now too, which is really nice.
I wanted to join Environmental Club because I've always been a big fan of animals and just helping the planet, and I'm really interested in it.
What I hope to see from Environmental Club is to reduce the carbon footprint of our school significantly. So since we're starting to recycle now, that means the net usage of paper is much less than it was. And if we start using recycled paper as well, that will decrease it even further. The Environmental Club collects the recycling every Friday before and after school. That's once a week, and every couple of weeks we have a progress check, and we meet in Mr. Murphy's room for that.
This is Morgan Muncie reporting for BNN.
That's it for today, Bulldogs. I'm Richard Liu.
And I'm Julia Vanderkolk.
Have a great weekend.
If you would like an announcement on the show, please email us at nhs_communications@bcsc.k12.in.us. BNN is a proud partner of CNHS Media at Columbus North in Columbus, Indiana. All music is provided by American Music Company.